Hey everybody, it's MeLanie, and I hope you guys have been amazing. I've missed you guys. It's been about a month since the last time I made a video, I think. And excuse the way that my face looks. I just got back from work, so if I look like, then you know why. But anyways, I hope you guys have been great. So as you guys can see from the title, today I'm doing a wrestling FAQs video, or frequently asked questions. I've been asked a few questions on my last several videos that I've had. I don't have them written down or anything, so if I just like babble on or something, don't mind me. I am making this video before AEW's Revolution, so that's why I'm wearing that Sting shirt, and it was to work too, so that's why I'm wearing this, so just to let you guys know. One of the questions that I've gotten is, when did I start watching wrestling? I started watching wrestling, I want to say about late 1997, early 1998, somewhere around there. I was born in 94, but I have a vague memory of the first time I watched wrestling. I don't really remember everything, but I remember there was a point where like Triple H and Chyna were walking down the entrance ramp. That's all I remember. The first memory of my first wrestling. that's just what I remember. And I don't remember what was going on. I don't remember what was said. I don't even know what episode it was on. I just remember them walking down the ramp, and that was the earliest memory. So I got like the last half of the invasion angle with WCW, so I don't remember too much of that going on. Like, I remember some of it, but I don't remember everything. I want to say like I remember when they went on the tanks and when they did their whole, you know, invasion stuff like that. So that's the earliest I remember. Who is my favorite wrestler of all time? I get this a lot, even from my friends, even from any wrestling fans that I meet in person. So it's really hard to say which wrestler is my favorite wrestler of all time, because since I started watching wrestling, I've only had 3 people that I've been super obsessed with watching wrestling. The first one was Kane. If you've seen my previous videos, I've talked about me liking Kane. So Kane was the earliest one. John Cena was the second one, and I don't mean to sound cliche, but I was really into John Cena. I had everything of John Cena. I had posters, I had regular merchandise, I had t-shirts, I had everything John Cena. He was just my favorite wrestler. And then my third one is Finn Balor. As you guys know, if you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, I talk about a lot about Finn Balor. So those are the 3 main wrestlers of you know, my favorite wrestlers. There are some wrestlers that was close to being my favorite, but I don't really consider them to be my favorite at the time. Being like Stone Cold Steve Austin was one of them, and The Rock, and then Batista was another one. But I mainly just say Kane, John Cena, and Finn Balor. Female wise, I liked Trish Stratus the most. She's like my ultimate favorite women's wrestler. Second, I liked Lita. Growing up, I just liked it that Lita wasn't all super like girly, and she was just super awesome with her wrestling moves. So me as a non-girly girl watching wrestling, I was like, yes, she's awesome. I love her. And so, but of all time, it definitely is Trish Stratus. As of right now, my favorite women's wrestler is Rhea Ripley. If I had to say like my all-time favorite wrestler, I would have to say John Cena, just because that was the person that I was super obsessed with. I had everything of. And so I don't mean to sound like, now that he's like super famous and all over the place, it is like really cliche to say John Cena, but I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. Geez, I guess if I had to choose, but I really don't say I have one all-time favorite wrestler. It's just if I had to choose, you know. Favorite tag team of all time, my favorite tag team. So if I had to choose one from like the entire time I watched wrestling, I probably would choose the Hardy Boys. Second one would be the Dudley Boys, because they were both like 2 major tag teams growing up. Right now, my favorite tag team, it's really hard because there's so many awesome tag teams right now. Oh my god, that's really hard. For WWE, my favorite tag team right now is the Street Profits, or just NXT in Florida. My favorite tag team is the Undisputed Era, unless you want to call them as a faction, but Undisputed Era. And then for NXT UK, my favorite one is Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster, as well as Gallus. And I also like Imperium, but I mainly like Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster and Gallus. For AEW, my favorite tag team is the Best Friends. And then Ring of Honor, my favorite tag team is the Briscoes. For New Japan, my favorite tag team would have to be, sorry, my camera stopped recording, so if the camera looks a little bit weird, I'm sorry. So if I had to choose one, I probably would say the one that Zack Sabre Jr. is in with Taichi. I think they're called the Techers. I would say them just because the last few times that I've watched New Japan, they were just really, really awesome. I don't know everything about New Japan, so I can't really say like an exact group that I really liked. So that's pretty much the only one that kind of like stood out to me. Plus I like Zack Sabre Jr. in case you guys didn't know. I do like him. I wish he had more shirts available on Pro Wrestling Tees. I mean, he does have some, but a lot of them I don't really care for, so I hope he comes out with more of them. Impact, or TNA. Back in the day in TNA, old school, Motor City Machine Guns was my favorite. Impact right now, I don't really know because I don't really watch Impact at the moment. I mean, I'm glad that the Good Brothers got changed over there because now they can actually be treated really well. But yeah, from like all time Motor City Machine Guns. Who do I think should be pushed or is underrated and should have a push at some point? Most underrated wrestler I think right now is Cesaro. And I'm making this like a little bit after he's getting a push now, but he's so underrated and he deserves a championship. He's so good. He wrestles really well. He's so athletic and he's really strong. It's just he's definitely underrated. I mean, I don't really use the word underrated too much, but if I had to, I would just definitely say Cesaro. I made a post on my channel asking for you guys to comment if you guys have any questions, and I know all the time I always have one of my subscribers who always comments on my stuff. His name is Mike. He's really awesome, so shout out to Mike from Wrestling Meets Horrors Mysteries. Go check out his channel because he does really good stuff, and he has awesome memorabilia that I'm always so jealous of, and he meets all these wrestlers and I'm always like, you're so lucky. Anyways, so he asked me a bunch of questions, so I'm going to answer them now. First question is, what is my favorite piece of pro wrestling merchandise from any company? So I would have to say this one thing. I have it. This shirt I got from my very first live event that I ever went to back in like 2005. So this is John Cena's old shirt. It says Word Life on the back. It says, if you don't know by now, we didn't want you to know. And even says from the WrestleMania 21 logo. So I got this because this was, at the time, this was the only shirt for John Cena. There might have been another one, but it was kind of expensive, but I really wanted this one because it said Word Life. So this is definitely my favorite one. I've kept it all these years. I don't wear it anymore because of the nostalgia feel of it, so I actually don't wear it anymore. When I went to my first live event, I was 10 years old, and it was in 2005. I missed a lot of opportunities to go to live events when I was younger because my parents didn't want me to miss school. Another thing too was because they thought I was too young to go. So there was like a time like my sister and my cousins all went like in 2000 or 2001 and I was crying that I couldn't go. So this is definitely my favorite piece. There is something else that I have, but I don't have it with me because I think it's downstairs in the garage, but I'm not going to go through my garage because it's total mess everywhere. But I also had a signed picture of John Cena that I got as a gift, and it's like an old picture of him where he has his ball cap and it's white and he has all of his wristbands and stuff, and it's an old picture, but I got a signature of it and it's, you know, his autograph on it. So that's my other favorite, but I just don't have it at the moment. So yeah, you can tell, see, I'm an old school John Cena fan because of this. It says wrestling meets horror meets insanity all the time. He's so funny. And he asks, what separates me from other fans? And why does wrestling mean so much to me? I've been like bullied for liking wrestling. I've been judged for liking wrestling. I've also had people like question my authenticity for liking wrestling. I really thought that I was different because me being a girl, my friends, they didn't like wrestling. They thought wrestling was for boys and it was gross, or it was, you know, fake. And then there's me liking wrestling since I was freaking 4 or 5 years old. I guess what separates me is just, I like everything wrestling. I'm never gonna judge you for liking wrestling, nor am I gonna judge you for who you watch. I just like meeting people who enjoy wrestling just like me. When people tell me that wrestling is fake, it doesn't bother me. I feel like you guys probably, if you guys ever hear that wrestling is fake, you are so immune to it. You're like, it doesn't hurt me, it doesn't bother me. The way that I am, you don't know that I like wrestling until I either tell you guys or I wear my stuff. You guys are probably like if you guys saw me in the street, you guys would probably be really shocked to be like, oh my god, she likes wrestling. I don't judge the clothes that you're wearing. I don't judge anything about you. I'm like a super open book. We could be friends no matter what. I'm a super laid back person. I just don't like it when people are rude when it comes to wrestling, like, oh, why are you watching WWE for? Or, you know, AEW sucks. It's like, I hate all this like negativity. I like being positive. I like being around positive people. You just want to nerd out with your friends about wrestling. Like, even on my comments when I talk about the wrestling stuff that I get, I like talking to you guys about the merchandise and stuff. Wrestling kind of gives me an escape from reality, to where I don't have to worry about everything that's going on in my life. I could just forget about things for at least 2 to 4 hours. Watching wrestling is just watching like a big epic story that you're watching unfold between a bad guy and a good guy, and it just makes me feel really good to see this, and then also to see these amazing wrestlers who dedicate their lives and their time and their bodies on the line literally for our entertainment. The most inspirational wrestler that has probably changed most of my life is Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, because ever since I found out that he is like super eco-friendly and an environmentalist, and you know, is, you know, vegan and all that, and he talks about like the ways you can save the environment and the ways that the planet is, you know, getting worse, made me realize that, oh, I should probably get more eco-friendly stuff, and I just want to do better for the environment. Even like my toothbrush, I have like a bamboo toothbrush that's not as bad as a plastic toothbrush, which can actually stay in the environment and in a dumpster area for like years or something. And then I don't use any shampoo bottles, I use shampoo bars now. He's probably the most inspirational for my life. I've never met a wrestler ever, guys. Like I have several friends that are local wrestlers here in Vegas, but I've never like actually met one that you see on TV all the time. If I ever did, I will tell you guys, but for right now, I've never met any of them. If I were to meet certain wrestlers, I probably would cry, for sure. I think the people that I probably would cry the most is probably John Cena, the Bella Twins, and Rhea Ripley. Those are probably the main people that I would cry. Oh, Daniel Bryan too. Probably him too. I would tell him how much he's changed my life. This means a lot to me. It's a really big part of who I am. I'm a nerd for comic books, video games, anime. I'm a huge metalhead, but then I'm also a huge wrestling fan. So, and a wrestling fan is probably like the biggest thing of me. So it's a part of me basically, and it's been a part of me, and I never grew out of it, because I remember people would tell me, oh, you're gonna grow out of wrestling when you get older, blah blah blah. Well, this is me at 26, still loving wrestling, watching it every week religiously, and I'm gonna watch it tomorrow because it's AEW Revolution. So yeah, thanks Mike, you're awesome. Thank you for being an amazing subscriber. Yeah, I get a lot of questions about pro wrestling tees and WWE Shop when it comes to buying merchandise from them. So this is all going to be compiled up of questions that I've had over time that I would just answer in comments, but I would like to answer it to you guys now so you guys can refer to it. So we'll do WWE Shop first. So I get a lot of questions about which shirts I get, like which version. I get the unisex shirts. I used to get the women's shirts because I like the way that they fit, but now I don't know what it is. Their production or manufacturing thing has changed to where like a lot of their women's shirts are kind of like, I don't like them. So I just get the unisex or men's shirt. There's like a filter on WWE Shop. It'll say women's, men's / unisex, and then youth. I get the men's unisex one. I only get merchandise from them when there's sales, which there's always sales, okay? The best time to get their products is there's about 3 different sales that goes on during the time. I don't know what order they go in, but there's 3 different ones that I would suggest to you guys is the best ones to take advantage of whenever you want something. There's one that is a BOGO sale where it's buy one get one for $1, mostly for t-shirts. I don't think they do it for like, I don't know, sweatshirts or titles or something like that. The best one is going to be for t-shirts. It's buy one get one for $1. Usually their t-shirts, they up the price, so it's about $27 for a t-shirt, maybe $28, somewhere around there. And then you get another shirt for $1, so it's only $29, basically under $30 as you're getting for 2 shirts. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not, because if you think about it, you're only paying $1 for one. Another sale that they do is they do $5, $10, $15 sale, or they do $10, $15, $20. Usually it's $5, $10, $15. What ends up happening is they'll have some items for $5, some items for $10, and then some items for $15. It's all separate, so there might be some t-shirts that are $5, or there might be some t-shirts that are $10 or $15. That would be another good deal to have, because then you can actually get t-shirts for $5, or you can get like some, I don't know, some keychain for $5 or something like that. I don't know, I'm trying to like throw out examples to you guys, but that would be another sale to use. A third one that's really good too is if you do, usually they do 30%, but sometimes I've seen it as 40%. But anyways, like save 30% or 40% off of your order. Use that if you do not want to get t-shirts. Basically, don't get t-shirts for that sale. Don't get it like that. Wait for the BOGO or the $5, $10, $15 shirts. For the 30% off, use that for anything that's not t-shirts. Use it for Bleacher Creatures, use it for pops, use it for titles, use it for anything like that that's not t-shirts. I mean, obviously they'll exclude some stuff, like it'll say in the fine print, like excluding Connor's Cure stuff or anything like that. Just read the fine print. But like I said, save the 30% off your order, use that for non-t-shirt stuff. T-shirts, do the BOGO sale, buy one for get one for $1, or do the $5, $10, $15 shirt one. They do have some where it's like, oh, certain t-shirts are $14, some t-shirts are $12. They also do sometimes ones for like hoodies, I don't know, let's say $10 for hoodies or something like that. You can do those too, because that's actually when I get my hoodies too. I only have a few from WWE for hoodies because I've passed on a couple of them because I have too many of them. You know, if a t-shirt looks really cool and stuff like that, then you know, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Go ahead and buy it, but I'm trying to save you guys $1 and you guys can see like the difference in sales. And that's how I get my t-shirts. That's why you don't see them too often, because I have to save my money and figure out what I want. Anything of WWE I only get from WWE Shop. There's a couple of things that I gotten that wasn't from WWE Shop, like it's kind of messed up here because I was fixing things on my bed, but I have a bed set that I got as a gift, but this was given from Amazon. It was not from WWE Shop. So there are other places you can get WWE merchandise from. However, I like to get officially licensed. Back in the day, I used to get the bed sheets from like Kmart because that's the only place that would sell them. At the time, WWE Shop did not sell things for your bed. I'm just letting you guys know. Anything WWE is always going to be from WWE Shop. Wrestling shirts are also sold at Hot Topic. I think Spencer's also have had a couple wrestling shirts, but wrestling shirts now can be found at Hot Topic. I don't buy them from Hot Topic, but the t-shirts look different. Like, I don't know, the way that the t-shirts are made, like sometimes the print will be off, like off center. Or I've seen there's t-shirts for wrestling, like for a wrestler, that I've never seen before and I've only seen at Hot Topic. And it didn't say like Hot Topic exclusive, it just said, this is a wrestling t-shirt. I think it was for, I can't remember who it was for. I want to say it was for Enzo Amore, but I might be wrong. Anyways, there was like a t-shirt that I've never seen the design of, and I'm somebody who looks at all kinds of wrestling t-shirts all the time. I mean, if you really want a wrestling t-shirt and you can't get it online, Hot Topic is probably your best bet next to find one. Hot Topic has more WWE, and they now have AEW shirts that you can buy, but I would rather get it from Pro Wrestling Tees because at least they print them there for you, you know. I think that is it for WWE Shop. These are the questions that I get for Pro Wrestling Tees, and I've been getting a lot of questions from my videos, so hopefully you guys get answers from them. Most common question I get is which version of a t-shirt do I get from Pro Wrestling Tees. Pro Wrestling Tees also has a mobile app you can add to your phone, which is what I finally did a couple weeks ago with AEW. Oh, there's a new Sean Spears shirt. Nice. Okay, so let's just pick Cody Rhodes. So when you look up a listing for Pro Wrestling Tees, you can slide it down and it'll tell you like the name of the t-shirt and their information for it. There's 3 menus on here. On one that says type of garment, color, and size. The one I get is this first one right here that says basic unisex t-shirt. That's the one that I normally get. There are other options for you to choose from. Like there's this one that's ladies fitted t-shirt. This is premium soft unisex, long sleeve, soft style, youth, oops, v-neck, and then tall tee soft style. I will always tell you guys if it's not a unisex t-shirt or the basic unisex. I will let you guys know and I will put it in the description, but those are only t-shirts that I get. They don't charge you extra for that one, so that's one of the reasons why I get it, but then I also get that one because it fits like a regular t-shirt should be, and I just like the way that it feels. It's not really a question, but it's kind of just information for you guys. They print their shirts on demand and customized for you, so when it comes to returning items for them, the only time they really will give you a refund is, or a return, is if a shirt or something was sent to you in the wrong size that you did not order, or some random item was sent to you that you didn't order in the first place. They don't refund any t-shirt that you specifically order for yourself. And also too, they don't do any exchanges for your size. So if you like, let's say you get a size medium and you get the medium and it doesn't fit and you want to exchange it for a large, they won't exchange it, because it even says like on here, so you guys can see it up close. Yeah, if you guys want to pause it, you can. There will be a listing on the bottom for t-shirts for how they size their items. It'll have the different sizing. See, for the hoodie, and even for like the t-shirts they'll show you. Yeah, so if you ever do put in an order for Pro Wrestling Tees for the t-shirts, make sure you know what size you need. So I have a New Japan Pro Wrestling t-shirt that says San Francisco on it. I did not get that in an order. I actually got that as a gift, so that's why you guys have never seen it on video. But that one fits really soft and the material is really nice. But like something else like this AEW t-shirt, it's pretty thick, like, you know, material wise, but it is a little bit slimmer than the New Japan one, so I guess certain t-shirts may be slightly off. In all honesty, like, their quality is actually really nice. That's about it for Pro Wrestling Tees. I normally get questions about the t-shirts and the sizing. My favorite wrestler from AEW right now is Darby Allin, and then I also like Orange Cassidy and Brandon Cutler. I mainly like Darby Allin the most. From Ring of Honor, my favorite wrestler right now is Danhausen. My favorite wrestler from Impact right now, I like Eddie Edwards, and then, but like old school TNA, my favorite wrestler would have to be AJ Styles, and I'm not just saying that to sound, you know, basic, but when I watched TNA, AJ Styles was like the biggest name from there, and he's one of my favorite ones from that time. So I definitely would say AJ Styles. From New Japan, my most favorite wrestler would probably be Kenny Omega. And I'm not just saying that because now he's in AEW, but Kenny Omega was probably my main favorite. if I can't pick Kenny Omega because he's in AEW now, Oda Ibushi is probably my next one. I also like Okada, and then I also like Naito. I like Will Ospreay, Zack Sabre Jr. I like a lot of people. My favorite wrestling theme song right now, probably Kevin Owens. Ripley's also, I'm not just saying that because she's my favorite wrestler, but her theme song's also great. And then my favorite theme song from WWE NXT is Tommaso Ciampa and Undisputed Era. NXT UK, my favorite theme song is Imperium's and Gallus's. Oh, and A-Kid. I love A-Kid's theme song. From AEW, my favorite theme song is Darby Allin's and Best Friends. That is my FAQs video. If you guys have any more questions that you guys would like to ask me, leave them down below and I will answer them for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and me being rambling and babbling like nothing again. I do have a Pro Wrestling Tees unboxing video coming soon, very, very soon. I have it like in a few weeks because I actually got an order in a couple of days ago, so it will be here in a few weeks, so stay tuned. Hope you guys have an awesome day and I will see you guys very, very soon. So bye.